Yo, what's good? This is Big Corleone with This Might Hurt podcast. Coming to you live from, I don't know, wherever you want me to be from, wherever it is. Let me bring in Lady G. Lady G, what's good?
Hey, what's up?
It's
Been
been
a
a long
minute.
time. Yeah, it's been a long
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
So what's up, man? How you been?
I'm great, like always. I'm alive. I work, I got a home, my kids are safe. I'm good.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's
Mhm.
up. So all right. So Dub's supposed to be here soon. He said he's gonna be here. You know how he is. We'll see what's up when he gets here. But I
Yeah.
want, yeah, I know. I wanted to actually ask you because the last episode you weren't here, so I don't know if you watched it or not. But we talked about the idea of what people thought about the topic of friends with benefits and what does it mean to certain people because certain people look at it differently.
Yeah.
What does a friends with benefits situation mean to you?
Um, well, my understanding of friends with benefits is basically having a relationship or at least doing things together that you would do in a relationship without the strings attached. Being able to see who you want, still do whatever you want. Um, but you have somebody that when you feel like you want to be physical, you want to have all that, you can get together, do what you got to do, and then kind of go your own way type thing. So it's the reality is I don't think that there's really a friendship.
Hmm.
Um I think it's just you're subconsciously agreeing that, hey, when I want to have sex, when I want to, do whatever, I'll hit you up. You're down, you're not down, and then we just keep it moving. So to me, it's very, it's just very casual, very, but some people have more than one where I actually think it it was intended as a safety measure, I think. Um, but I don't know because I'm not the one that created it. So, but I would think, I would think friends with benefits should be, if you're going down that road, it should be basically saying, I don't want to be in a relationship, or I'm not ready for a relationship, or I'm not in a relationship, but I possibly have needs. And instead of sleeping with everybody and their mom, I'd like to have just this one person to kind of be, I guess, in a certain way, monogamous with, So if you're not doing nothing and I'm not doing nothing, I'd rather be doing it with just one person instead of everybody.
Okay.
I know
All
that
right.
that was the long-winded answer. I'm sorry.
No, that I wanted your take on it because last week we had this big to do about it. You know what I'm saying? We see my opinion. This is my opinion. All right, boom. I'm throwing my hands up. This is my opinion. I don't think a friends with benefits situation is any because we were talking about how feelings get involved at some point.
Oh yeah. Well, if you're talking about that, like I think a friends with benefits is not good. It's not productive. It gets people hurt.
Absolutely, that's my opinion on it. know what I'm saying? I mean, I was saying that if you got involved with someone in that type of situation, how can you actually do things physically with someone and not have any kind of
Feeling for them.
not just feeling for them, but feel feeling in the situation itself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how can
Yeah.
you hold on? Dubs is here. Just let me get him in here. Nope, he's gone. All right. So I know he just disappeared.
Nothing
Um,
new. Nothing new for
yeah.
Dubs.
How do you go ahead and have that kind of relationship with someone and not catch a feeling? How can you do the sexual act with someone and not have any kind of feeling?
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, isn't that kind of like
I totally agree with you, Big. My thing is somebody is going to feel something. I mean, usually, because we are a little bit more emotional and detail oriented, usually it's the lady. Hello, Simon Phoenix.
Hey,
hold on. We got something. So Amanda says sometimes one person could fall in love and the other won't. It could turn out bad.
Yeah. Okay, so look at it this way, okay? So just an example, right? So the people are doing their thing, and more times than not, the woman starts to have feelings about it. First, she, depending on who the person is, it could be either one. It starts to make them feel cheap, like why am I doing this? Because when I'm with this person, whether it's for them or not, I'm feeling an emotion. I'm feeling connected. I'm feeling, like this is something more than just casual fun, like, and so then it turns into even ruining what may have been a close friendship or could have potentially been a good friendship, because it's like now I'm doing something with you that I wouldn't do with friends. Um and I have these feelings and clearly you don't have these feelings. Um so now it just hurts me to talk to you. It hurts me to think about you. It hurts me to be around you, to hear
that's why
your
you play it
voice.
how it goes, yo.
Yeah, but that's
That's
okay.
how.
So for me, it's like that's where we've gone wrong, right? We've made the intimate casual. We've made the important unimportant. Why, like those things were meant for relationships. Those things were meant for connection, for intimacy. And the funny thing is, if you keep going around giving pieces of yourself to people just for the sake of satiating a momentary need, then you find yourself empty. Because again, you just keep giving, and even if it's just one person, you keep giving the one of the most sacred pieces of yourself to someone who has no intention. Like Bob Marley said, any man who awakens the fire of love in a woman without the intention of fanning it, you know, is a coward. So somebody can't not catch feelings. And then the excuse of, well, I told you what it was when we started. That doesn't excuse anything. Thank you, Deb. Thank you so much for agreeing with me. Um,
Yeah, but yo, you know what? If you guys discuss that, what I'm saying, from the beginning, from the jump, like then it still happened. I
yeah,
mean,
but whether you discuss it from the jump or not, the point is that's where we as a society have gone wrong, right? So, and something I noticed, and other people are speaking on it too. Everybody wants or says that they want to find a partner who is loyal, who is loving. Like everybody says they're looking for somebody. Well, the thing is, how can you really find somebody who's going to be honest, loyal, loving if we're becoming the society that's making that honesty, that loyalty, something to just be given away to everybody? Then that doesn't make you special anymore. Because honestly, in my life, I want to be the choice, not one of the options.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
my bad. Thought I was gonna sneeze. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me turn the mic off real quick.
Nah,
Um,
I asked because I was telling Lady G about our conversation last episode, and I wanted to hear her take on it right quick. That's why we're speaking on it.
It's just hurtful. Somebody always gets hurt, you
yeah,
know?
well, I mean, yo, that's just how it is nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You don't keep getting hurt till you don't get hurt no more. Until like, and and the funny thing about it is that when you least expect it, that person comes around, and it's always when you're not ready. You just gotta
What
make
What
yourself be available.
what
what
do
do
you
you
mean?
mean? I just asked the
When
same question.
when when the right person comes around, it's always when you're not looking.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
that's
it's
why you
always that way.
but okay, so
Always.
I know some people may not agree, but it's about
I disagree.
self-respect. You
No, I'm
always
just playing.
disagree with me, Dubs, and that's okay. That's why I love you. Um, it's about self-respect. It's about
It's about
valuing.
whoring. No, it's about devaluing yourself and the other person. It's about whoring, teabagging, spitting in the mouth, all that disgusting shit. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but guess
Oh
what?
yeah. It's all
All that
about
dis
that. It's all about
all,
the donkey punch. You know what I'm saying? Take
but
that,
let me
take
tell
that.
you
You know what
something,
I'm saying? It's
Dubs.
all about the muff diving. Take that. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
Yes, but all of that, even though it might be about all of that, I'm down with all that. But with someone who loves me, someone who deserves that, somebody who's doing the work that it takes to get that. All right?
no,
Because
no,
again,
no, all jokes aside, I mean, like you know what? I feel what you're saying, but and I'm gonna say there's a but. Um, it's this thing called social media, right? Where everyone's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like the thing about social media is that everyone can fabricate who they are on it, right?
right?
But they also forget that, there's people that's on social media knows who the real person is. So they try to front and fabricate, like live out a little fantasy and put themselves a little
Oh
higher,
shit.
Again, I can
right?
do all that. It's called role
Put
playing.
yo, yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? And like put on, you know what I'm saying, a little fantasy and whatever, right? And not even role playing, man. It's like you're just straight up lying to somebody, right? You're doing all that extra shit only for you to get jammed up anyways. Because at the end of the day, I mean, that shit happens. And then what?
Yeah, but when we make it commonplace, we're part of the problem and not the solution.
I've always been the prime, so I mean, it's nothing new.
You know what? But whether you're the problem or not, you have a relationship, you have a beautiful child, you have something, whether you're happy with it or not, you have something that's of
Oh no, I'm no.
need.
Yo. First off, I'm in a very good spot. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's
Like,
great. That's great.
but I'm
But
just
not
talking about shit.
everybody.
But you know what? I gotta talk low because I don't need this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, I don't, I don't need that, man. I don't need that in my life right now.
Yeah,
Like like you know what? I'm actually enjoying a thing called peace. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Because
good.
like, cause,
And you
cause like, you know what?
should.
Cause like beforehand, it wasn't even about peace. It was just trying to get a piece of what I can give.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
the thing is, I don't
So
I don't want I don't want used meat. Like it,
Look at
it,
our age, Joe. We are used meat. Every one of us. Hello, bro.
Yeah,
Like
well,
like yo,
I didn't get that statement.
like
like
like yo, like first off, you know what I'm saying? Like what do you think? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go to the, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we're picture this way, right? We're all laid out
I
on the
don't mean
on the
use
fucking
that,
butcher's block.
but
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
mean
We're
use like
we're
that.
all
I mean just
we're
all
all
beat up and
we're all used cars, yo.
yeah, but
You know what I'm
you could be
saying?
a
We got
but
mileage.
but
We
there's a
got
choice
mileage, yo.
between but look, it's a choice between a certified used car and just a corner lot car.
Oh, she got a
Mm.
point. That's a good point.
So you're looking for a used car that has 65,000 miles on it rather than
Yo,
131,000 miles? That's what it is?
if if that person's not giving it out to everybody, he can have 200,000 miles on him. I don't care. I just don't want him to have
Man,
six
man,
owners.
every six
She
owners.
said Lady G for president.
Yo, six owners. Yo, trust me, you know what I'm saying? What you're talking about is a 93 Honda. That's what you're talking about, six owners. Shit.
Look,
But
man, it's like this. It's like this. The ultimately what ends up happening is someone catches feelings
they always
And the
do.
other
and
one's not down with
and
it.
the other one's not down, and someone always ends up getting hurt in this situation.
Definitely.
See, see, that's the
So,
reason why. So, like my solution is prostitution. You don't pay
oh
them to
my
fuck. You pay
gosh.
them to leave.
Oh my
It's the
god.
only way. No one gets
Well,
hurt.
you give me money then. So it's like,
Do you accept
but
EBT cards?
the friends, the basically the
He
friends would
said
benefit.
EBT card. You got an
Oh
EBT
gosh,
card. You buy
those
your
just came
groceries.
out where I live for
What
the
happened?
summer. I said those just came out where I live for the summer.
Damn, where you live at? Hmm?
I live in
Nice.
Pennsauken, South Jersey. All the
Oh.
kids for all the kids' families at the school at the local school who get free or reduced lunch, they actually get $120 to feed their kids for the summer. I mean,
Only $120?
yeah, I know. I was getting ready to say it. As grateful as I am, $120, my kid eats that in 2 days, and they give it to you for the whole summer. I'm like, okay.
So
So you know what? Here's what you do with the 120, right? You take it out, you go see Paco down there in Camden, you know what I'm saying? You get a
Oh my
pack,
god,
flip it, and keep flipping it and flipping it, and by the time you know, you'll be good for you know what I'm saying, for back to school.
you're a mess.
Tell him Dub sent you.
oh man.
Yo, tell him Dub sent you. He owes you, you know what I'm saying? He owes you that favor for that, you know, that trunk
Oh,
incident.
okay.
Not just fucking around.
Lady G
Okay.
for president. That's hilarious. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I see it this way. As convenient as it is, and this is my personal feeling, this is like about me as a person.
Hmm.
One, there's a saying que in Spanish that is mejor sola que mal acompañada. You got me on
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Company.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
acompañada,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
get what you're saying. You're
acompañada.
better off
I
being alone than being with bad company.
Than being with bad company, right? And because the thing is, if I want to be hurt and miserable and lonely, I can do that all by myself. I don't need someone to do that. And as far as the physical stuff, everybody has needs, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but it's also called, what is your purpose? Where is your self control? Right?
Hey, look, you women have them toys, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I don't need nobody to do
bro,
that for me.
bro, like,
Listen,
yo, you know what?
listen.
Yo, you know what? You know what? You guys got this thing called the Drill Master 6000. Looks like a
Oh my
jackhammer.
goodness.
I'm saying, like, I don't know. I'm just talking shit. But
Yeah.
but
So
but yo, you know
y'all
what?
got fleshlights and fake bodies and all that.
And
See,
we got porn. And see, the thing is, we got Pornhub in our hand because you know what? My hand
So
can't get me pregnant. My hand can't get pregnant.
Right.
You
look,
know,
let me tell
so
you
either which
something. Let
way.
me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't. I'm not a big believer in the friends with benefit situation.
Oh no. Oh
No,
wow.
Yo, you know
I don't
what?
like the friends with benefit situation.
You know what? You know what? You a liar. I'm gonna tell you why. Because back then, all of us was believers in friends with benefit situations. The thing is, we don't believe in it now because you know what? This shit gets messier than a
Yeah.
ninth month abortion. You know what I'm saying? It gets real messy. You know, so everyone believed in the friends with benefit until it didn't benefit them no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? We passed that. You know what I'm saying? That hurdle where having a friends with benefit is just like you know what I'm saying. For that,
It
you know what I'm
don't
saying? Like
benefit me.
you just it don't benefit none of us. You know what I'm saying? For that, you know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you go down to freaking 1 and 9 and just pick up. You know what I'm saying? Pick up a crack. You know what I'm saying? A toothless whore or whatever, and just be like, yo, you know what? I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to conversate. Just give me my 20 minutes worth of time or whatever, and that's it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then you'll be lucky I give you 20 minutes the way I feel right now. Probably three. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? It's money well spent for you. I mean, it's money well earned for you. Money spent for me. You know what I'm saying? I may look in the mirror and be like, the fuck have I done with my life? But whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because like having a friends with benefits, man, you know what I'm saying? That you're just gonna be you're just gonna be busting meaningless nuts.
Yeah, and
That feels
potentially, and
that
of course
that
it's
you know what
always
it
going to
feels
be me.
and that you know what it feels good for the moment and then you walk to the bathroom, you look in the mirror like, what am I doing with my life? Like having
Yeah.
friends with benefits like the equivalent of dumpster diving for a bitch or a nigga.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's I'm and that's my age showing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Be having this conversation like 10, 15 years later. Yo, you know what? The upside to it was like, yo, you know what? It's on call, it's on site, and that's it. Like I ain't gotta like, I could just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to take you to Ruth and Chris. I could just supersize your happy meal and that's it and be on my way.
Yeah.
You know, like 10, 15 years ago, that's what it was. Everyone's satisfied, everyone happy, everyone moving on. But somebody, you know what I'm saying, catches
Somebody's
emotion.
hurting.
And
Yeah. Somebody's
and
hurting.
and surprisingly, believe it or not, it'd be the men catching emotions, but you know what? We don't be saying this shit. We hush about it.
That's right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, you know what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I fucked up. How am I supposed to dictate a situation, but I'm letting my dick dictate my heart. Do I
Yeah.
love her or do I love what
The
I'm getting
thought.
myself in?
The
Right.
idea
Exactly.
of
Yeah,
her.
exactly. The thought.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do I love the woman or do I love the pussy that's attached to the woman? Excuse my language. But
Right.
this is how raw it's going to get because, like, that's what that friends with benefit situation is. Like, and then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you catch yourself vibing with the girl mornings, like, yeah, where the fuck you been at? You know what I'm saying? But, like,
Yeah.
you know what? You don't want to go back on your word because if you do, us men, we be, you know what I'm saying?
If you do,
Listen,
she might not.
look,
She might not be in the same
look,
place
look,
where you are.
look, look. First off, you know what I'm saying? If you want to know, you know what I'm
Or
saying? You
maybe
probably know
she
the
is,
secret.
but you just don't know because you're a
You,
coward.
you, you, you know what? You probably know the secret, whatever. We're not like you know what? Like you guys know how to handle rejection a lot better than us men do. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? You
Yep.
guys, you know what I'm saying? You guys know how to separate rejection from pride. Rejection hurts our pride and our ego. So it's like it's
Yes.
intertwined with each other. So like that's the reason why, like you know,
So
you know
you
what I'm saying?
turn
Like
off your emotions, you turn off your heart, and you
I
just
don't turn
go
off my dick.
ham.
I don't turn
You
off my
go.
dick, but everything else, yeah. Yeah, but you know what though? At the end of the day, it's still a L. It's still a loss because you
It
know what?
is. It
Right.
is.
Because you know
Absolutely.
what? Because down the road, you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, the dude catches feelings for the girl anyways.
Well, let's talk about the more serious issue, right? You're
Anyways, they
doing this
catch, you know what
friends
I'm
with
saying?
you're doing the friends with benefits thing, and one of you gets something, right? Now you're passing it on to somebody who you have no intention. or they have no intention of caring for each other when they get sick. So now what? Just for a momentary feeling good, now the rest of your life is impacted. And you can't be with nobody, because who in their right mind wants to be with somebody who has sexually transmitted diseases or fatal illness because of
Yo,
that?
STDs are more the diseases, man. Yo, you know what? One thing I learned, man.
Oh,
You know what?
by the way,
Have you ever hold up real quick? Have you ever been, you know what I'm saying, messing with someone that was like so negative and and like just off the wall,
Oh yeah.
you know? And then like, you know what I'm saying, like you mess with them so long or whatever that you feel connected to them in the wrong way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like
Toxic bonding.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yo, STD, you know what I'm saying? Sexually transmitted disease, spiritually
Well,
transmitted
now it's
disease. So either which way
STI.
it works, either which way it works. You know what I'm saying? That's how that works. Because yo, you know what? I've been with someone that was like so toxic, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
became toxic myself. You know,
Yeah.
you know
It's
what,
contagious.
you know what, it's a spiritual bonding thing. Yo, you know what's, you know, as I got older, I realized that sex is different, man. Like, it's not only getting your nut in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're actually connected with the person on the spiritual bond. So
Yeah.
if the person is toxic, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what? Like, her bodies are your bodies too now.
so
Right.
Like, my bodies
sexually
are
Exactly.
her
transmitted,
bodies.
sexually
Spiritually,
transmitted
spiritually,
toxicity.
spiritually transmitted disease. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? For instance, you know what I'm saying? If I have a body count of 130 and she has a body count of 50, you know what I'm saying? She done slept with
That's a
130,
heck
you
of a
know what I'm
lot
saying?
more than that. Yeah.
Yo, you know what? She done slept. So now, so now, you know what I'm saying? I just passed her 130, you know what I'm saying, moments. And she passed me 50 at home moments. You know what I'm saying? That's 180. That's a mix up of a lot of things that, you know, like it affects your behavior, believe it or not. You know, like it really does.
Sexually transmitted toxicity. Yeah.
Spiritually
Yeah.
transmitted disease too. You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
it's
Because it
deeper
gets
than
to the
that, bro.
spirit, whether people want to admit it or not.
It's deeper than that.
Sexual contact,
You
intimacy in any physical way deals with your spirit. And like I said, who wants to continuously give pieces of your spirit away to the point where you ain't going to have nothing left just to occupy a void that you won't deal with? Because a lot of that has to do with feeling void, that loneliness, that, like, connection to people. But we spend so much time just, again, casually giving that to fill this void instead of actually looking for the quality person who's going to fill the void all the time.
question real quick, you know, and to bring this up since we're on the subject. You know, porn actors, you know, porn stars, mainly more porn actresses, are more prone to depression over, you know, saying drug abuse and suicide because of that shit.
Yes, it's
You know, like
real. It is
yeah, it
real.
is, it is, it is. I know, honestly. You know, like me, I may joke around and I mean, you know what I'm saying? I may talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, I try to calm down because I don't need a frying pan over my head at 6 in the morning. But that's either here or there, right? Um, but in all realness, you know, like I just, you
Is
know what I'm
that
saying?
that lump on the back of your head?
Nah, man, it's a lump in the face, you know what I'm saying? You know, thank God I didn't buy her Timberlands, man, because you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she threatened me, man. She was like, yo, talk slick, you be wearing these tread marks in the morning. I was like, yes, I'm master, yes, I'm, you know,
Yes.
nah, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in all realness, like, that's why I'd rather be with one person. That now,
Yeah.
I'm saying this now because, like, yo, you know what? 10 years ago,
Wasn't always that way.
nah, I just did not care. I did not, you know, like you know what? Give or take 10 years ago, like I want, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, man, I'm done playing the field. But karma was getting the best of me.
Right.
You know,
Karma's the biggest gangster of all, B.
for all my dirt I did in the 20s, in my 20s, whether it was, you know what I'm saying, whether, you know what I'm saying, I randomly, like, let's just say, walked up to someone and snuffed them just because I was drunk and I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Or try to take their shit or whatever
Right.
girl I heard in my 20s. When I decided, like, when I decided to, like, you know, get out the left lane from doing 150 to, like, doing 75, yeah, everything caught up. You know what I'm saying? Everything caught up back to back to back, you
Yeah.
know? And you know what? And And you know what? Like I told, you know what I'm saying, Corleone, I'm like, yo, you know what? This is my karma, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll complain about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was hurt about it, but I always tell him, I'm like, yo, this is for all the foul shit I've done, yo, and I know that, and I accept it for what it is. You
Right.
know, like you know what I'm saying? Because like the the definition of insanity is keep doing the same things over and over again, expecting the same result.
Different
You know, like how
different
like
results.
oh oh yeah, true. You know what I'm saying? But you get the same. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. You know, like how America does things in the world, doing the same shit, expecting different results.
Right.
Insanity, right? Now, you know, like I believe that yo, you know what? If you're getting played, because I've done a lot of playing and I've got played, right? That
Yeah.
shit hurt. You know, not once but twice back to back. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm
And
like, damn, this
people
shit.
want
You
to
know what
know
I'm saying?
why them, you know?
Like, nah, yo. You know what? You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that's fucked up. This, that, and the third. You know, like you know, like I was gonna go off and play victim, but I was like, yo, you know what? I had this shit coming either which way.
You did it
I
to
just gotta,
yourself.
yeah. You know what? Like you know what? Like, and the thing is, you know what I'm saying? I was actually faithful. Well, I mean, the first one, you know, when I found that she was cheating on me, I just went, you know, buck wild and shit. I didn't care if I get caught. The second one, I was like, yo, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. And next thing you know, I'm leaving you. I'm like, wait, what? You know, like I'm talking to somebody else. I'm leaving you after 5 years. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that part right there, like, ripped me more because it wasn't on no argument. It was
Right.
on some, you're good, but like, yo, you know what? I don't see this going any further because you got too much going on.
Right.
After 5 years, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was almost as if I was being stabbed in my heart in the kindest way ever. And there was nothing I could say about that. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, yo, that shit hurt more than anything. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you know, like I said, you know what? I deserve that because of all the foul shit that I've done in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like just when I thought it was safe, I thought I was safe. I wasn't safe.
Right.
You know, I wasn't safe at all. Now, I could have easily, you know what I'm saying, got back, you know what I'm saying, like got back on my, you know what I'm saying, my dumb shit and start like, you know what I'm saying, like hitting, you know what I'm saying, hitting the field and playing these, you know what I'm saying, playing these childish games with these women or whatever, and not look at the fact that, you know what, all of this was karma, you know what I'm saying, coming back to bite me in my ass. Because you know what, you know how they say, the way you got them is the way they leave. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like yo, you know
Exactly.
what? I went and violated a marriage. I violated a marriage, and I knew what I was doing, but I didn't care. But then, like a dumbass, I ended up catching feelings. You know what I'm saying? This person got a divorce, and I'm here thinking that, yo, you know what? Things happen, this, that, and the third, and the way how she came is the way she left.
Yeah.
I deserve that, though. You know what I'm saying? I deserve that. It hurt like a motherfucker, but I deserve that. I'm not gonna, like I ain't gonna be like, oh, I did this and that. No, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what? I deserved every part of that because you know what? Like, if I was, you know what I'm saying? If I was thinking and not letting my dick think for me, I would have known that violating this relationship was wrong as fuck. But I didn't care. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It was a challenge.
Right.
I didn't care about no one's feelings until my feelings got hurt.
Exactly. And see, that's the thing with everything, not even just this subject right here, but with anything. Everything is copacetic until it happens to you, right?
Exactly.
So it's like um I get into this a lot, like with my line of work and whatnot. Um, People who come to me for like DUIs or just any kind of driving under the influence, like that's one. That's just one where they're like, "Oh, but I only had one, you know, I was
Hey,
still
you know
under
what?
the limit."
Speaking of
Hold on.
DUIs, right? I had one. But
Mhm.
go ahead. You know what? But that DUI, you know what I'm saying? My bad for cutting you off because you said DUIs, and I'm probably sure that you're not gonna hear this. It's probably rare that it comes out from a person's mouth.
Okay.
That DUI, that was the first time I ever got arrested where I felt embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
felt ashamed. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I'm in my 40s, bro. What the fuck am I doing? You know?
Yeah.
And like, you know what? Like, and mind you, because Corleone was witness, man. Like, I used to knock it back.
Uh-huh.
Yo, man, just stay over. Nah, man, I'm good. I got it. I'm talking about like
Aging
big ass
Dr.
bottles.
Tito's.
Yo,
Aging Dr.
exactly.
Tito's.
Exactly. I used to knock it back. But that DUI, right? It made because like it made me realize I'm like, you know what? I'm glad this happened now because like if I would have got, you know what I'm saying, if I would have got away with this one, the following week, I would have been doing the same shit again. I probably would have killed somebody.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I was getting to. It's like, so people say, well, I know how to, I know when I'm good, I know when I'm not good. The truth of the matter is, any substance, just one take, one toke, one puff, one drink, you know, all of that does affect your reflexes, your motor skills. We just don't realize it because we don't
Hmm.
feel, because when we think problem, we imagine the old guys on the corner with the paper bags who can't stand straight. No, you don't have to look like that to have an issue. But the thing is, you're okay enough after this one drink to get in your car and drive home because you've done it so many times and everything's been good. But then, heaven forbid, somebody else thinks that and they hurt somebody you love. All of a sudden, it's an issue. So, why
Now,
is it okay for you to do it and put other people's life in danger, but it's not okay
well,
for somebody else to do it?
well, you know what? Like, I used to be like, yo, if I don't drink or drive, how the fuck am I gonna get home? You know, like you know what? I'll give myself excuses like, well, anything's legal till you get caught.
Right,
You know,
exactly. And again, we, as a society, we have made,
so much excuses.
yeah, excuses, that's a big one,
So
but
we
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 have
we made
made such important things so unimportant anymore. And so
you
then now
see,
we live in this society where nobody wants to put themselves out there for real because they've been hurt so many times. But again, we're also
you know what the thing is
perpetuating it.
too? You know what the thing is too, yo? Like, there's more human wrongs than there is human rights.
Mhm.
You know, so it's like
So
you
it's
know, like
like,
I said,
F
with
it,
the
why try?
with with my experience with my DUI, like there was one time like I was like an hour away from home. I left that person's house at 3 a.m. drunk as shit. I didn't even know how I got home. The only
Right.
thing I know is that, you know, it was 7 in the morning. I woke up and my car is parked and I'm like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? I woke up at 7 in the morning and shit. Now, um, I see the thing is, you know what I'm saying? I could have hit it, you know what I'm saying, from where I was coming from, I could have hit it there. You
Right.
know, I could have, you know what I'm saying, I could have swerved off the road. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know, right? There was too many instances where I believe, like, you know what I mean, like I was given chances to like, you know, to get it together at least.
Yeah.
And
And you kept
you know, I kept on, you know, I
straight
kept on like, you know, like doing what I
testing it.
do, and
Yeah.
yeah, you know, like kept on like, you know, trying to push the envelope, and boom. And see, the thing is, you know what I'm saying, the funniest thing about my DUI is that I did not get caught on the road. I got caught because I was sleeping in the car
Right.
next to my parents' house. On top of that,
Right. Right.
you know, because like I allegedly like tapped the car in the 7-Eleven
Okay.
parking lot. I just like left and whatever, and I don't know how I got home from there. And like I just don't remember nothing.
All
The
right.
only thing I remember is that, you know, when, like I kind of remember driving up like in Hoboken or whatever. And I found parking. I was going to like leave the car, but like something, but like you know what, like whatever I was doing that day, because I was doing a lot. I was doing drinking, and you know other things got involved too.
Right.
You know, and looking back at it is because I was still mourning my brother. You know,
Yeah.
like you know, like it was like other things compounded, but like I was thinking about my brother when I woke up, and I was like, you know what, I want to numb this shit. Like you know what I'm saying, like that was always like my go-to, like liquor. Then whatever came with it, came with it.
Yeah.
And from that lesson learned, you know, like first off, I want to thank God because I've been like 3 years sober, right? But that lesson learned was like, um,
Congratulations.
the lesson learned was like, you know, thank you, yo. And you know what? I can't. You know what? Like, if it
And
was,
that's
you know what I'm
not
saying, like
easy.
if it wasn't for a
Not
lot of
easy.
prayer, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't for a lot of prayer, you know what I'm saying, like there's been times where I've been stressed out, like, sometimes I'm like, yo, you know what? I think I want a shot. I can't have a shot.
Right.
Like I tell myself, you know what? You can't have no wine, no champagne, no nothing, nothing.
Nope.
You know,
Because
because like you know what I'm saying, I'm scared that that's gonna like open up a door, or open up
yeah.
a doorway that's already closed. I could
And then
openly,
one is too many and a thousand's not enough.
and you know what, I could openly admit that, even though I don't drink no more, I'm still an alcoholic. It's always
Yeah.
gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
I
part.
could openly admit and say that, yo, you know what, I'm still, what I'm saying, addicted to painkillers, even though, what I'm saying, I'm prescribed them. I'd have to like really be careful how I take them.
Yeah.
Because the last time, let me tell you a story real quick. Painkillers. I had kidney stones, right? This was when, like they were giving freaking oxys out like candy, like 60 of them, like, and that's the ER. The ER was giving like 30 pills for like kidney stones and stuff, right? So I end up, like catching kidney stones like back to back. And I had to like, get a kidney stone surgically removed. I didn't know that, like I was having, what I'm saying, like I was going through withdrawals or whatever. After like, I passed the kidney stones, I ran out of pain pills or whatever. I don't know, I was going through withdrawals. Like I was at work. It's the summertime. I'm here shivering, night sweats, not wanting to eat, losing my temper quick, like body aches, the works. And then I look it up. I'm like, yo, you know what? Like let me type what oxys are, because they make me feel good. Come to find out it was opiates. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even know. Like, and
Mm.
boom, that's what it was. And then I had kidney stones again, and the kidney stones, like, was like running rampant with me up until the point where it's like my oldest brother used to get Percocets because like he was always in pain, and like it was prescribed to him, so I would get some from him because like my kid, you know what I'm saying, my kidneys were still hurt, or
Yeah.
I thought it would.
Yeah. It
And
becomes mental after a while.
yeah, you know what? And it became, like at first I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take these on, Saturday, because I know it takes a day to like, clear out. And sometimes, my job like to give these pop-up drug tests. So
Hmm.
I'm taking this on Saturday, you know, just have fun. I went from Saturday to Friday and Saturday. I was like, I'm just gonna kick it on the weekend. And as you know, that's how things start, because you start telling yourself, I got control, I got control.
Hmm.
I realized that I had no control when I'm here taking it in the morning, afternoon, night,
You're
Monday to Sunday.
powerless
Like,
over the drug.
yeah, exactly. And then, like, I told my brother, I was like, yo, you know what? I got something to tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember telling him I fucked up. And, like, like we were talking. I was like, I need help. Like, I'm about to, I'm about to go, like, go take family leave and just, like, check myself to rehab or something, man. Like, I can't live like this no more.
Yeah.
So, like, he told me, don't do it, that he'll help me wean off of it. I'm like, fine. So, he started doing that. And then, like, he got, like, extremely sick.
Hmm.
And then, like, he passed away. And right then and there, like I did promise him that, you know what, I'm not gonna take it for recreation. I kept my promise. Well, I thought I did. Um, because like the day of the DUI, I actually took a, what I'm saying, I actually took a pill because like I wanted to like, not feel nothing.
Yeah.
So, um, and that was like my first time doing it ever since he passed away. So like, meanwhile I'm warning my brother, I'm going through withdrawals at the same time. I was a mess, but it was bad. Like fever, throwing up, and this, that, and the third, like whole turkey shit, man. Like it was horrible. So like you know what? I do understand, like what it is to be addicted, because I could openly admit that, yo, you know what? I was addicted to liquor. People say marijuana is a gateway drug. It really isn't. To me, liquor is. because like liquor opens you up to other shit. Like it really does. At least
Well,
with weed,
believe it or not, anything dubs can be a gateway drug. Anything.
mine was
It's
mine was liquor. Like
mm,
like like liquor liquor made my self awareness like low to the point where I just didn't care about nothing.
mm-hmm.
Like I could be good 1 minute and the next thing you know it, like I'm thinking some other foul shit and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I need to do this. I need to do that. Nah, I can't live like that, man. I can't do it no more. That's why I
Yeah.
stopped. Saying everything
Well, not that it
except
not
for except for vaping because you know what?
but you know that's dangerous, right?
But you know what? I'm not trying to like this geek bar shit. Oh man, this California cherry, the flavor tastes like you know what I'm saying, like an airhead, like you're smoking
Then
a
why
fruit
don't you
punch
just eat a
airhead.
whole bunch of airheads instead of doing that?
Have we not seen the triple chins on me? Hello, like I don't want to get no more fatter than what I am. Don't worry,
All right.
you know what? That would eventually stop too. I have a
Mm,
question. Do you like Drake, Lady G?
Drake.
Yes.
I can't say that I listen to him. Um,
Were you aware of his beheading by Kendrick Lamar?
no. See, I honestly don't get into like entertainment and like celebrity news. Like I don't watch the news. I don't because that stuff to me doesn't it's
No, not
inconsequential.
not true. I get that, but like you know what though, the reason why like like I'm like somewhat like invested in it because from a cultural standpoint,
Uh-huh.
like as someone that like remember when they used to break dance in the park,
Yeah.
right, with linoleum and all that stuff
Oh
and the
yeah, them
gazebo.
boxes.
Yo, Cole, yo, remember that? Yo, like they used to put linoleum right there on 4th Street, break dance in the gazebo. You know what I'm saying? And like the cops used to think like a fight was going on. They'll try to
Yeah.
break it up. Like from someone that grew up in that era where like, but like
My
like I
brothers
would
used to
literally,
drag a box around, like a
yeah,
cardboard box.
you know what? That b-boy era was the shit, man. It was level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you had like you know what like anybody could watch it on YouTube, but you had to be there live.
Yeah, to see it.
Like yeah, so I mean like from someone that that grew up like with that, you know what I'm saying, then listen to BDP and EPMD and all that stuff to what it
Mm-hmm.
is now, like to what it is now, like me, I'm a hip hop head, so like I could tell you straight up, man, like like the minute it got corporate, man, like that's when the minute everything got watered down,
Yeah.
like so that's the
So
reason why like to so
so
that's the reason why like to me like my bad. That's the reason why to me like the Kendrick and Drake thing was so important because Kendrick to me was like the face of the culture and Drake was a machine that was planted
Mm.
and the culture ended up winning in my opinion. So I'm like, yeah. But anyways, that's beyond that though.
all
Yeah.
right. So real
Fucking
quick,
Yankees lost. Made me mad. Fucking
yeah, let me
Yankees.
tell you something. That Judge home run kind of made things close, but
Yeah, man. But like, yo, you know what? Garrett Cole, bro. Like, how the fuck you give
the
a four
bottom the
home runs?
bottom
And
of the bottom of that Yankee lineup is trash, bro.
yeah, yeah, it is.
Well, what
Yo, you
about
know
the
what?
thing that happened with the guy that had stuff on his hands pitching?
He's
Who? Edwin
suspended for
Diaz?
10 games.
Yeah,
He's
suspended for
suspended for
10 days.
10 games. Yep.
But it's like you're gonna sit there straight lie when they have it on camera. Like, come on. People just don't know when to stop. To realize they've been caught. They've been caught. So it's just
Yeah.
accountability. That's what we've lost. We've lost in this world accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you're
Yo, but you know
right.
what though? But you know what though? I mean, at one point or another, you know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I'm saying? We've been victim of those who try to gaslight us, and at one point or another, we all try to gaslight somebody
Hmm.
and not take accountability. So you know what I'm saying? Like it flows both ways with us. But like, like we're old enough to know, you know what I mean? Like yo, you know what? I try not to, what I'm saying, gaslight nobody no more.
Hmm.
Like I try to take whatever it is on the chin, no drizzy, right? Like if what I'm saying, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like period. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll admit when I'm wrong. But like, what I'm saying? But like if
But a
I'm
lot
mad
of
or
people
whatever,
won't. Like you were talking about the whole pride and stuff like that. It's like, so somebody doesn't look stupid or feel stupid, they will straight out bold-faced lie, not only to others but to themselves, um just so that they don't have to be seen for their mistakes. Like, we're humans, we make mistakes, but people keep saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You can only, or my bad. That's another one. You can only say my bad so many times before I just turn off to it. It's like, you know what? You keep saying my bad. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I want to see what you're going to do with it. Like, stop saying my bad and fix it.
yeah. But yo, you know what though?
I have a habit of saying my bad too to a lot of people. I got to stop that shit. I say that shit all the fucking time. My bad, yo. My bad. Yeah, my
Yeah, but
bad.
that's not being accountable. That's just making an
Yeah.
excuse.
Also depends what you're saying my bad about. You know what I'm saying?
No, but look,
Like,
if you do
like, like,
something once,
like
it's a
for
mistake.
instance,
Do it
for
twice,
instance,
it's a choice.
though, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually, that's not true. That's not true either. It also depends, you know what I'm saying, if it's a choice or not. Like let's just say, I'm at your house and I leave the toilet seat up.
Hmm.
I'm used to that. My bad. It's a habitual thing. I go
Yeah.
use the bathroom, leave the toilet seat up again. You tell me something about it. I'm telling you my bad. It's a habitual thing. You see what I mean? Like some like small
Yes.
stuff is not
But
bad,
are you actually trying to remember?
well after the third time, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna try to remember after the third time. I'm gonna
Why
try
is
to
it
be
got to be a
mindful about
third
it
time? No.
Why's it
because
gotta
I'm
be a
hard headed. Because
Mm.
you know what? I don't know. I don't know. You asking too much hard questions.
See, that's why, one, that's why I'm single. Two, that's why I'm alone. God's got me in my separation phase because I ask the hard questions and people don't want to feel. They want to
But
they want to be numb.
Michael Jackson says, "You are not alone." I don't know what the other words are.
I am here with you.
Yeah, that part.
even if
Yeah,
you're
that.
far away, I don't know the rest and what to say. I don't
I
know.
don't, yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so
but
I wanted to touch on story time real quick, man. I wanted to get back to that subject about being sober and shit because I know 3 years sober is an accomplishment. You know what I mean? It's
Yes,
a
it
big deal,
is. Yes, it
especially
is.
3 years. But I wanted to get on my shit real quick, man, because I I've been drinking. Now I haven't drank in a while. I'm saying like my alcoholism runs in my family. It's a DNA thing. So I started drinking when I was about 13.
Hmm.
All right, 12, 13 years old. So it was bad. It was, I was running the streets doing shit I shouldn't have been doing. Um, and I was drinking a whole lot. And my drink of choice was MD 2020 Banana Red.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Banana bread
So
tasted good though, man.
yeah,
I ain't gonna
Banana Red
lie.
was the shit. I'm not gonna front either. So it got to the point where when I got into high school, I was um I was keeping bags of ice and 40 ounces in my locker.
Mm.
And the day finally came where we got busted. So a couple of the kids that I was drinking with had bathroom problems that morning and kept going to the bathroom, kept going to the bathroom. They were like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom, whatever. So finally the nurse got called to go talk to one of the students to find out what was his problem. So she smelled liquor on him. So she sends him to the disciplinarian's office. And what do you think happens next? Will
Everyone's name
Mr.
got called down.
Will Mr. Corleone please come to Mr. Radigan's office immediately?
Mm.
I'm like, what the fuck did I do? So I go downstairs. This kid's in the office. I'm like, oh, have you been drinking, Mr. Coleon? What do you mean? I don't drink. So they searched my locker and they found 240 ounces of Crazy Horse stuffed in between two bags of ice. Right.
Crazy horse.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Mhm.
they said to me that, I have to go to rehab. If I don't go to rehab and finish the rehab, I'm not going to be able to graduate with my class. So it got to the point where it was like, I got to do something. I can't not graduate with my class, so they sent me to rehab. I went to rehab. I finished the program, and I was the only one out of all the kids that they sent to the rehab to finish the rehab, finish the program. So I was able to graduate and stuff, but that didn't stop after graduating from the program in high school. That didn't stop me from drinking. I continued to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So it got to the point where, you know, I was I was MD 2020, Crazy Horse, OE, Cisco. When I wanted something light, I drink Boone's Farm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I was into all that shit. I was drinking all that shit, and drinking was my thing. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't do any other shit. It was just drinking. My grandfather was a severe alcoholic. My father is a severe alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, you know, I had to warn, my kids about this shit. And it got to the point where, I felt that I needed to stop.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I just did just that. I got drunk one night like maybe 5, 6 years ago. And that was the last time I got so drunk that I mean I was throwing up all over the place. I just had to stop. This was more than 6 years ago. Yeah. It was at Swaska's birthday party. That was the last time. Yeah, so I it was fucked up because I was cool at the party, and then when I came outside to leave, I get in the truck, and as we're driving off, I'm throwing up out the window and shit, right? The car. I'm like, I'm like, it was like that kind of vomit. You know what I'm saying? It was like that bad. So when I got up in the morning to go to the store, the whole side of the truck was was like if you were driving and you were spitting out the window and it was just labeled all over
It
the
was
side of the truck.
sucio.
Yeah, it was definitely a sucio moment. Let me tell you that. So, I had to take it to the car wash, clean that shit up, whatever. But then at that point, I decided, I made the conscious decision of just, I needed to stop, right? So every once in a while, like, it's weird. Alcohol, like being the alcoholic in me, it's a weird situation because like I can go to a bar and drink nothing but diet sodas. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I could I could be anywhere with all types of alcohol and just drink soda and not stress it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I get to the point where it's like I want a shot, I want to drink, I want a shot, I want to drink. I'll go to the liquor store, buy something, come home and don't want it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's hold on a second. So like it's weird. I haven't had a solid drink and felt anything like the need to drink or the urge to drink in a long time. I mean, people drink around me all the time, and I'm like, yeah, that shit doesn't bother me. But there's some people out there that they can't handle it.
Most people. There's always
Excuse me.
exceptions to the
Hey,
rules.
hey, hey, you know what? You could drink around me. I don't care. Like I don't get thirsty for it.
Right.
Like yo, put it this way, right? You know how rum and raisin ice cream, you really can't taste the rum in it.
Yeah.
My taste buds are so sensitive to that shit now that
Oh
like
yeah.
I could like I'll taste it like like stinging. I'll look around like what the hell type of ice cream is this? Oh, it's rum and raisin. I was like, why would you give it to me? You know what I'm saying? I don't want this
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Or like the rum and cake.
Oh
Like
yeah.
what? I can't. You know what? It's not that I can't do. Is that I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because period. Like I said,
Well, I
like
mean,
I don't do wine. I don't do champagne. I don't do nothing.
yeah.
It's
I
yeah.
would.
It's crazy. It's crazy because like my pops, like he's retired now, but I mean he's still on his shit. Like he's still at his age, he should be slowing down or something. But he's
Well, the
he's
thing is, some people get to a point where they've been drinking so long that if they don't, they die.
I guess that's what's up with him then, because
Yeah, because I mean, eh, I've had several different professions, but yeah, sir, there are some alcoholics that their alcoholism has been for so long and in such a level that the truth is they have to keep drinking, because if they don't,
They have to sustain that.
yeah, because if they
They can't.
don't, their
They can't do
body,
cold turkey.
yeah, they're but
Uh,
even being tapered, it would take a very, very long time because they'd have to go down so minusculely. But it's like if they don't have that daily alcohol, their body, their organs shut down. Their body
wow,
will shut down and
I
then they
didn't
die.
I didn't know that.
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
bro.
when I was an EMT, I've seen that happen. It it's horrible. It is horrible. Some people just can't live. It's like they have to take at least a shot every day,
Yeah,
you
this
know?
dude, my pops is like that. He calls me sometimes. He calls me up, think he's calling his brother. He's like, oh yeah, ¿qué
Yeah.
pasa? ¿Qué tú haces? I'm like, this is your son, bro. He's like, oh, all right, I'll call you back.
Yeah. And then you don't hear
Uh,
back from him,
And I
but
don't get that call. I don't get that call back.
yeah.
But yeah, that's what it is, man. It's terrible.
Hmm.
It's fucked up. But hey, I didn't know that they had to keep at some point. You got to keep going.
Yeah, at some point you have to sustain because your liver has been so damaged.
your
Right.
liver's
Um,
compromised.
yeah, that if seriously, the body literally like it's almost like you can see it happen. It's like the body just stops. Your heart stops pumping and that's it. You go through the withdrawals and you get really, really, really sick. And it's not a pretty sight. But yeah. But
Damn.
that's actually because I've had alcoholism also in my family. I think that's part of, that's not the whole thing, but that's part of why I stay away from alcohol. And the truth is, it scares me so much sometimes that even in this dating world right now, if somebody tells me that they drink, right? They put social drinker. But again, everybody's definitions of things changes. Like you say social drinker, but then we're going out and you have to have at least a beer every day. Like when I start seeing those patterns, it scares me because that's not something that I ever want to go back to like living with, you
Right.
know? So it's like, oh, you drink, so I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to, kiss you goodbye right that moment, but I'm definitely going to keep my eye on your patterns. And then like I was telling Dub that, for me, I call that, and it's I've tried not to. There were points in my life when I was like, can I just get to the point where I just don't care? Like where I could just say F it all, like I just not care what people do, not care that, but unfortunately it's not in me. It's not in me to not care. And so
Yo, another
that's
thing too, right? You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Like I was just thinking about something right now. My bad. But like the other thing too about, trying not to care, like it's you know what I'm saying, like you can go ahead and play that game, but then you're gonna lose anyways because you come to find out that, it's not who you really are. So then like,
Right.
like so then like it becomes like one of those situations where you're like stuck between a rock and a hard place,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Where where you know what, you want to help this person, but at the same time at what expense? You know what I'm saying? Like do you sacrifice yourself to help this person even though this person is gonna like, you know, has like a very 60% chance of doing what the hell they want to do,
Yeah.
or sacrifice your heart and walk away, but at least you walk away with peace of mind,
Mm-hmm.
and some sanity. Like
But but then that's
it's
the
just very it's a rough game out there, honesty.
yeah. But then that's where you have to start realizing the difference between not caring and having boundaries, right? So unfortunately, it took me a long, long time, practically my entire life, to get to the point. I think it took all of us our whole lives to get to the point we're at now. But my boundaries are a lot healthier, more rigid as I get older, right? Because it's like after a while, you just, like we were talking about earlier, you just get tired of the same old crap, and you keep going in this vicious circle of doing the same thing over and over,
and
wanting
and
different
now
results.
and not only that, you outgrow it too,
Yeah,
like
it's not even important anymore.
so it's like for instance, right, like at my age, right, yeah, I sound like I'm old, but I don't even care at this point.
We're all around the
I'm
same age.
like, but you know what, at my age, right,
Speak for yourself.
you know what, 10:30, 10:30, I mean 10:30, I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm either watching a movie or I'm ready to go to bed, one of the two. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm home, period. I
Right.
ain't out there, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what, unless like, you know what I'm saying, it's some type of emergency or something, like I have to be out there. But
Yeah,
one thing's for sure, you're not gonna catch me in no lounge or no bar, no nothing.
right.
Because you know what, like that's not me no more.
Well,
Like
because our values change, our needs change, our values change. And as we get older is when we realize what things are truly important to us. Like right now in my life, we're all in the same age range.
now, hold on though. You know what? Now, you know what? Who, you know what I'm saying? Whoever's our age in the bar, like, you know what I'm saying, just living it up. You know what I'm saying?
That's loneliness, bro.
The only thing I could say is that, they probably coming out of a long term, relationship and trying to get, acclimated back to what it is, you know what I'm saying, back out there.
They're
Or
finding their new normal.
yeah, trying to create a new normal
Yeah, fill
because like,
voids.
you know, or or, you know, you're just trying to hold on to your youth when it's
Mm-hmm.
gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, the first one I talked about, you know what I'm saying, I kind of, you know what I'm saying, I'll give them a pass because you know what? If you've been in a relationship from the 20s and like all of a sudden shit ain't work out, you know, and you find yourself single now, you know what I'm saying, you're scrambling to like trying to like, you know what I'm saying, get your foot on the ground. See,
Mm-hmm.
that, you know what I'm saying, that situation I give, you know what I'm saying, that situation gets a pass, because like you missed out on a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to, you know what I'm saying, try to get a feel of what it is to be out here. Like
Again.
it's almost as if like, the person heard, you know what I'm saying, the person heard the stories and seen it on social media, but like didn't experience it. But
Right.
it's like to be outside like this, you know, with a changed status.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And then they're the ones that that like you know what I'm saying, never grew up, they just grew down.
Mm-hmm.
Those, you know what I'm saying, like they have no excuse. Like, you know what, you've been whoring since 25, yo. When are you gonna stop? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
some people just don't want to grow up and be,
Like like
real
like
adults.
you know what? How you went from, like a prom king and queen to unk at the club. or auntie, you know what I'm saying, or auntie, you know what I'm saying, auntie at the club.
Hmm.
Like that makes no sense. Like at some point, man, like
The
you gotta
eternal
learn.
bachelor.
Yeah, like at some point, man, like you gotta give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like stop hitting the lounge, stop hitting the clubs, and just go to your AARP event and accept it for what it is.
Yeah.
Like liquor shouldn't even be your thing no more. Shots of Geritol should be. Like I'm just
Yeah, but
saying.
at this time in my life, the thing I value the most is my peace, And so,
Of course, your mental health should be
yeah,
important at
just
this point.
just my peaceful, even peaceful life, like when I think about it, so it's 5 years now that I've been divorced. And so it's like I'm honestly thinking, do I even I mean, yes, we all need companionship, and yes, it gets lonely and it gets tough. But at the same token, it's like now you get used to your solitude. You get used to being able to live your life the way you want to, and you don't answer to anybody. You don't have anybody on your back for things that for you are trivial. So you become used to that. So, I ask myself, do I even want to be in a relationship again? Do I ever, not that I don't want to, but it's like sometimes, especially in this day and age, it's more of a hassle because I value my peace. I value my peaceful life. And when I come into contact with things that attempt, because I'm the one that gives it the power or not, that attempt to take my joy, attempt to take my peace, I'm so much more quick now to just cut it off and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm still here for you, but I'm here for you from afar. Like I have many siblings, but I have two brothers who live pretty close to me, two of my 4 or 5 brothers that live close. And I don't know what they're up to. I don't know if they're okay. I don't know if they're not okay. Because the truth is, interacting with them, it takes my peace. And so the truth is, if they ever call, I'll pick up the phone. But now I'm so much more about boundaries. If it's something that's gonna make me feel some type of way or take me out of my character or my
Are
peace,
they older or younger?
they're younger. I'm
That's
the
why.
oldest. I'm the
That's why.
oldest.
Hmm. That's
Mm.
why. Like if you don't mind me asking, how young are they? Like in their
I
30s?
mean, all my siblings are in their 40s. I have
Oh,
one who's 53. Um,
Well, you
but
just say you're the oldest.
well, of the siblings that are here,
Oh,
I
all
still have
right,
a
all right, all
brother.
right, all right,
I have a brother in Peru, and then I'm number two. Right.
all
I
right.
had an older sister, but she passed away. Um,
mm,
but
Yeah,
I'm the
sorry about
only
that.
girl left. So technically, I'm the mom. I'm the head. I'm the person that everybody comes to for help. Um, but it gets to that thing where you're there for everybody, but who's there for you type of thing.
Yep.
yeah, true.
So I had to start putting up my boundaries. It's like, listen, if you can't come correct here, I love you. I'll help you any way I can, but I can't let you to bring your toxicity and your chaos into my world
Oh,
because
absolutely.
yeah, because I no, especially because I don't want to say emotional. I am a very empathic
Everyone's
person.
emotional.
Yes, but
Everyone's
that's why I
emotional, but
said,
like.
I don't want to use the word emotional, but I'm ultra sensitive, I guess. I pick up emotions very acutely. I'm very sensitive to people's feelings, people's
You're an empath,
vibes. Yeah, I'm empathic. So it makes things more difficult for me. Like
right?
where one of my brothers could come here, get mad at me because I said something he don't like, disown me. He'd be like, F you, you're not my sister, whatever, walk away, right? That will affect me. But it affects me for a lot longer than he might be sulking for a couple days, but it'll take me weeks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Deb. And yes, getting used to the new normal, uh, it's difficult. I was married for 16 years, and unfortunately, he got married uh, to a family member a month after our divorce. So it
Oh, that's
is. It's
grimy.
Yeah, that
oh
that is
yeah.
that's definitely grimy.
That's yo. You know what? Nah, bro. Nah. You know what? You have to. You know what I'm saying? You have to see me. You know, like it's a requirement. We run that fade, man. You know, not
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying, not because you know what I'm saying of the dude. I don't go. You know what I'm saying of you know what I'm saying. Well, at my pick, like if that shit was to happen to me, like I don't be family or not, man. Like you gonna have to see me outside or something. It's the principle of
Yeah,
the whole
but
shit.
look at that. So my best friend, because of that, she called me. She said that she feels that I'm weak, right? But what people don't understand is it takes so much more strength to not act out of emotion
No, it sure
than it
does.
does. Yeah. And so it's like, what would I have lost if I had seen her outside or if I saw him outside, right? What would I have gained? I would have lost my children. I would have lost their respect. I would have lost my own self respect because it wouldn't have changed the situation. Clearly, there was a reason it happened. The best thing I could do for myself was pick up the pieces and move on, right? Nobody said it was easy. Look, I'm 5 years later and I'm still single. And actually, my younger daughter, who's 17, anytime I say that I'm talking to somebody or, going out, she gives me this look and I'm like, what's that look for? She said, because mom, nothing ever works out for you. And so then I have to sit and
Damn,
explain to her,
yo, like yo,
she,
That's yeah, that's damn.
yeah, but I have to explain to her, you know why things don't work out, honey? And she's like, why? I said, because mommy knows who she is. She knows her value. She knows her worth. She knows what she has to offer someone. So she's not for me and for her as well. I'm not just going to let anybody into my life again. It's like there has to be a mutual partnership. I'm not looking for a father and I'm not trying to raise another husband. So I don't need a son or a dad. I need a partner. So I told her, yeah, of course it doesn't work, but at least not hardened, like I'm still willing to go out there and put my emotions on the line. One, because I believe in God. Um,
oh,
and
absolutely.
he made me a promise. He promised to give back 10 times what I've lost. And so because I'm faithful and I'm trusting on that promise, I can't be afraid to put myself out there because then I'll only be hurting myself. But I'm also not going to just settle because there are those, unfortunately, who are codependent or who have been taught or lived a life that they can't be alone. I've actually had dudes tell me, you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. You keep acting like that. You know what? I know that I can take care of myself. I don't need anybody in my life. I want somebody in my life. So I'm not just going to settle for the sake of having something in my house. Because I'll be darned if I'm going to be raising another man, if I'm going to be doing my hard work while the supposed provider in my family is just sitting around doing nothing, has no aspirations, no dreams. I'm not asking nobody to be a millionaire. I'm not asking for anything out of the ordinary or anything that's difficult. It's just, but again, like we were talking earlier about this whole, instant gratification and all these things, we've gotten into this world where people are shutting their hearts, their minds, they're closing all that off to prevent being hurt again. The truth is, the only way out of a problem is to go through it. So my first thing is when I meet somebody, if I see that you've got habits that are causing you to avoid the demons, avoid the hardship, if we can't have the tough conversations, where you might shed a tear, if you're avoiding those things, to me that's a red flag because I need somebody who wants to have peace.
However,
Not
Yeah, I
however
was gonna
what.
say the same thing. I was gonna
however,
say, however,
however,
However
yo, you know what,
what.
yo, yo, you know what, you don't know that person's trauma. It runs deeper than you know what I'm saying. Like yo, you know what, like when it comes to
Yeah,
like us men, you know what I'm saying, and trauma and shit,
right.
we, you know what I'm saying, we tend, you know what I'm saying, to not really want to talk about that shit at all.
Yeah, but at the
You know what I'm
same
saying, at
token,
all. You know, so
that's toxic too.
like you know what I mean, like yo, you know what, you know like we tend to like not want to talk about it
Hmm.
because it's like you know what I'm saying, you're reliving a moment where like who wants to relive that? You know what I'm
But the
saying? Like
only but
All
the
right.
only
I
way
mean,
to
yo
hold on,
yo
hold
yo
on,
heal.
hold on,
yo
hold on,
yo
hold on,
yo
hold on,
yo
hold on, hold on, hold on,
yo
hold on.
yo hold on real quick. It's basically like this. Like I got a metaphor for you, right? It's like asking someone who just came back from Iraq if they killed somebody. You don't ask them questions like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, that is disrespectful. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what? You wait for them to tell you once you know what I'm saying, and like you could tell when they're telling you the truth because you know what? They give you that 1,000 yard stare. They don't even look at you. They're looking beyond you, and
Right.
that's how you know. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, you know what? This man sees some shit out there, but you know what? You don't go ask them, hey, you killed anybody? You know what I'm saying? Like you know, it's uncomfortable. You know, the person that openly brag about, you know what I'm saying, being in Iraq or Afghanistan, like, yeah, I was shooting down this, that, and the third. Bro, no, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because real, you know what I'm saying, people that got, you know what I'm saying, bodies on their hands are not going to talk about it.
Right.
You
So
know,
I
like that.
kind of,
But if they're
Like
healing
they won't,
themselves.
if they, but you know what? They're not going to heal themselves to you. They're going to heal themselves around people that's been through it first.
Oh no, I know that. I understand that. But what I'm
And it
saying
take,
is,
and it takes a long, it takes a very long time, you know,
yes, I'm aware.
because because you know what, like you know what, a lot of us like we, you know what I'm saying, we practice that whole point to like avoid anything that happens to do with that
all
certain
right.
moment.
I get what y'all both saying. So this is what I think. This is my opinion. All right, my hands are up. This is my opinion. I think I think when you have someone that cares enough about you, um, that's willing to hear your story, who's willing to not judge you, but listen and feel your pain with you is a blessing.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you have somebody who's gonna sit there and actually feel the
Who's
pain
truly
with you.
interested? Yeah.
Right, right. And I get what you're saying, Lady G. It could be a red flag when somebody don't want to share those things. But then again, I get Dove's point because there's just some things at some point that don't want to be
Some
spoken.
things,
Yeah,
But
some
that's not.
things.
But also,
it's
that's
not
not
that
what
it
I
don't
was
want to be
saying.
spoken. It's not that it don't want to be spoken. It's hard to talk about.
Right.
So it's like,
But so,
so
like you said,
so
it's hard to talk about. I'm not talking about the specific incidents. I'm talking about when somebody's trying to avoid altogether dealing with issues. It's one thing for a man to say to me, I was in the military, I saw war, right? So that's still sharing. That's still not avoiding. That's like acknowledging,
all
right?
right. So now let me ask you a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you talk to a man that you know that was molested as a child?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna want to talk about that.
But he doesn't necessarily, well, for me anyway, he doesn't necessarily have to talk about that, but
He
at
ain't gonna
least they,
he ain't gonna trust me when I say he's not gonna want to talk about it, he's not gonna want to bring it up. He's gonna,
and
you
he
know what I'm
doesn't, and he
saying?
doesn't have to. But what I'm saying is, okay,
He's gonna
a
keep that,
perfect
he's gonna keep that
example.
shit in Pandora's box.
Yes, but a perfect example. All right, I was at work the other day, um, and clearly, actually, I work with someone. He's law enforcement and whatnot. I went to high school with him, right? So I know him better than most. And he's expressed to me, like when you say hi to people during the day and they give you that look like, oh, I'm going through a lot right now or I'm frustrated, right? So clearly there's something there. But his answer, not even given deep, not even talking about the situation, his answer to any issue was to go have a drink. And so we talked about that, and it's like, so why is that your go-to? Why is that your coping? You know? And he's like, because it numbs it, like you were talking about earlier. It numbs the feeling. Now that's what I'm talking about avoiding the issue. I'm not saying you need to discuss the issue. I'm not saying you even need to go to what the issue might be. But clearly you're showing a behavior that's telling me whatever issue you have, you're not dealing with it. you're not coping with it in a healthy way. You're, avoiding on purpose, because that's what COVID taught us. And people don't understand that.
I have COVID right now, by the way. That's why I look like shit.
But you always look like that. So
Oh
Oh shit!
damn!
Damn!
I'm
Hey,
joking. I'm
Funk
joking.
Flex dropped the bomb.
You
Boom!
know I love you, Corleone. But
Dropped the
Damn!
dropped the
so the thing
bomb
is,
He
on me.
dropped the
that's what
bomb
COVID
on
taught
me,
us. How people
baby.
are, even culturally, when growing up, I'm always told, you got to keep your mind busy. You got to always have a smile on your face, even when, there's so many things happening. You got to pretend to be okay, right? Fake it till you make it. COVID taught us that all of those people that were doing that, now you're forced to be isolated with yourself and those demons that you keep trying to put to the side, because you don't want to deal with the pain that comes with resolving it, right? So now people were forced to deal with their thoughts, their feelings, and they had nowhere else to go to deal with that. So unfortunately, a lot of people were taking their own lives. A lot of people were ending up in institutions. A lot of people were hurting themselves. It's because, again, the only way out of a problem is through it. So sometimes we got to be uncomfortable to be comfortable. That doesn't mean you got to talk to me. That doesn't mean you got to talk to your mom. That doesn't mean you got to talk to anybody, you know, just willy nilly. But you do, in some way, shape, or fashion, have to deal with those traumatic events. Even if you don't share it with another person, you still got to find a way to become self aware and deal with those demons, even
Hey
within
man,
yourself.
you know what? I
What?
yo, I think like you're saying during the COVID lockdown,
Yeah,
I drank the most. Like I was drinking at 12 o'clock. I
right.
couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying?
And it was to
Like bro,
numb.
you know what? Like there was first off, you know what? There was really no, you know what I'm saying? There was no sense of time. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was indoors. The only time I knew was 7 o'clock is when like people were banging the pans and shit for the nurses and shit. But you know what? The liquor store was open for like X amount of hours, so I would run to the liquor store. Um, like you know what? Like there was nobody outside, but I was outside because I couldn't stand being indoors. Like I was like, yo, you know what? This is some bullshit, man. This quarantine shit is corny.
yeah,
Like I can't do it no more. You know, like I would move my car to ride it around just for fuck's sake of riding it around because you know what?
yeah, yeah,
I knew for a fact that my parking spot was gonna be there. There was nobody outside. Like I felt like you know like Will Smith and I Am Legend when I seen Dares walking
yeah.
up the block going like towards the Hudson River. I was like, yo, I am Legend. But I was
Yes.
drunk as hell anyways. I was like, come here, Bambi. Come here,
But
Bambi. You know,
but do
like
you also know that that's when the world began to heal itself? Like the ozone was practically repaired.
yeah.
Like the
And you know
world
what?
was, the physical
And
world was healing.
and you know what? And that comes to show me that, you know what, man, like we're here talking about fighting viruses when us humans we are the virus.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But if we don't try to fix ourselves, if we don't try to seek treatment in whatever way that looks, then we're never going to get better. So you're talking about like the trauma, the alcoholism. Yes, those things can be hereditary, but you know what? We also have the power to stop the cycle, you
That's
know?
the you know what, that's the least of you know what I'm saying when it comes to humanity as a whole, that's the least of like, you know what I'm saying? That that's like, you know what I'm saying, the smallest tip of the ice that's like, you know what I'm saying, the a speck of snow on the iceberg.
Yeah, but if we don't start somewhere, we're never going to start. If nothing
Yeah, it's
changes,
true.
nothing changes.
That's true. But you know what though? I mean, it's always you know what, it's always gonna be it's always a you know what I'm saying, power being power hungry and greed.
Yep.
yeah.
You
Oh,
know, at the
Yes.
end of the
But
day, I
I
mean,
say it
that's why
this
the
way.
world is what it is.
But see, let me, the difference uh between us is that I live in this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm in the world, but I'm not of it. Just because my neighbor chooses to do whatever they choose to do doesn't mean that I have to choose that.
No,
I
absolutely.
have I have the power over my life, and I am going to be the change that I want to see in the world. Yes, I'm one person versus millions. However, in my
And
little world,
millions of rock fans. Sorry,
yeah.
I heard that and I had to add on to it. Go ahead though.
But in my little bubble of a world, I'm happy. You know, people, people could say what they want about me. The truth is, I have peace beyond understanding. And can't nobody have that if you're not willing to do what it takes to get that, you know? So people are all about chasing this mighty dollar. If I die tomorrow, I'm not rich. I ain't got no money. I'm in debt. But the truth is, I can say I had a good life. I didn't do traveling. I didn't get to, but I still had a good life because I made it so. I come from a long line of abusers. I stopped that cycle. I'm one of 7 children, the only one graduated high school and went to college. I stopped the cycle. Although I'm a single parent, I was married. I stopped that cycle. Like we all have the power to change something in our lives,
Oh,
but it's up
absolutely.
to us to try to do it. You know, Better late than never. But if nobody tries, then nothing's ever gonna happen.
Boom.
That's a good way. It's a great way. Yup, drop that. I wish I had the fuck. Remember, yo, Does remember that sound bar we had? We
Yeah.
had all the different sounds and shit that we can use. I have to get.
Hmm.
I have to find that thing, man. There's something I
No,
can
I think you
use.
should.
Yeah, the plug in that we can use to
I
drop
remember
bombs
when
and
you
all
guys
that shit.
had that
Yeah, we had all the sound effects and shit.
before I came
Hey,
along.
hey,
Yeah,
hey. You know what? Like we used to do an episode called Sipping Sundays, and
sipping
I
Hmm.
was
sun.
just like,
Oh no,
and
they're
and
up,
you
bro.
know what?
People can listen to them shits. They're up.
And you know what? Like I would start off sober, and you could tell when things change because
Yeah,
like I just start getting because like you know what, my mouth just got
it was
reckless.
sipping Saturday and sober Sunday.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that was crazy.
like you know what, like you know what, like you know what I'm saying, my vernacular, my whole aura just was reckless to the point where I just did not care who got offended.
Yeah,
You know,
we did a
like yo,
lot
you
of
know what,
episodes like that.
I I I know I know you know what I'm saying, yo, there was one thing that I heard of myself when I said it, right? And I don't think I want to hear it now because I'm not drinking no more. But like it was a like we're talking about the World Trade Center and stuff, right? And
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember. I clearly
yeah,
remember what you said. Yeah, that was fucked up. But
yo,
anyway,
you know what? Yeah, you know what? And it was like I kind of remember when I said like it's weird because I don't remember anything else, but I kind of remember that part, right? And like you know what, like in all honesty, I'm kind of disgusted with that. And I hope you know what I'm saying. Like I hope no one else finds that part. You know what I'm saying? Like I really hope no one finds that. I hope
But
you know what
when
I'm
you
saying
think
is
about it
erased.
now, it's motivation. It's motivation never to return to that place.
yeah.
Nah, absolutely, absolutely. But like yeah, and yo, this was like what, like 5, 6 years ago, or something like that.
Nah, it was long. Yeah, it was a while ago, bro.
Yeah, like it was like
Because
a while ago.
we started in 2017, and then COVID hit in 2019. Because we were
No,
trying to figure out.
2020,
Yeah,
2020,
we
COVID
were
hit.
trying. Yeah, we were trying to figure out how to work everything. Remember?
Yeah,
We
like
thought we had to be in the same room at the same time, and then we were trying to work it out, and yeah, and
and
Lady G knows because she's been there from the jump.
Yeah.
and try
Yeah,
and like what I'm saying, like yo, we're trying to like like get a same schedule and all that stuff,
yeah.
like
And
stuff like
now
that, and
look at us. Now we good, bro. You
yeah,
know.
like we do a little late night thing here and there, like we, what I'm saying, like it's summertime, so eh, I think you know what, I think like during the fall, like we should just, what I'm saying, like
We can talk about that later.
yeah, much later, much later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
But yo,
Anyway,
Well, no matter
yo, you
what
anyway.
know what?
happens, I still
But
get up at 4 in the morning while you guys want me to be up at 11 to 1. So that's commitment. I just want you to know that.
Yes, it is.
oh damn, 4 in the
Absolutely.
morning.
Absolutely.
Ugh, The only time I get before in the morning is go pee.
All right. Well, with
You
that,
know,
with
like
that, with that, with that statement from Lady G. With that being said,
yeah, for real.
yeah, we're good. I mean, good episode. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we did our thing once again. You know what I'm saying? I'm Big Coleon. That's Lady G. That's Dubs of
It's-
Don, aka Simon Phoenix, aka Drizzy Epstein, aka all the fucking dots
yeah.
there. I don't know what the fuck is
Dot
going
dot
on
dots
there with
dots
that.
dot 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 dot.
Yeah. So with that being said, just always remember that at some point.
This
This
might
might
Right.
hurt.
hurt.
Oh, yeah, all right. I thought you guys were gonna leave me hanging there.
Yeah,
That would have been fucked
you
up. But
you know what it is, man. Like yo, you know what it is because I know little mom's gonna be waking up at 6 in the morning.
yeah,
Eh, eh,
I'm trying my best
as
to
of late,
stay.
you know what I mean?
I don't feel well at all. I got to get my ass to take my
Not
meds and
not
go to sleep.
not no doubt, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
Well,
better
Feel
be
better.
taking care of yourself, dude.
yeah, man. I'm all
Exactly.
right. I don't know where the fuck I got this shit from, bro. But
Yeah,
anyway, let me
yeah,
get out of
yeah.
here.
It was all the
Yeah,
friends with
man.
benefits.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk. We'll talk, peoples. Everybody stay
All right,
safe.
but
God
yeah,
bless.
everybody stay safe. God bless you guys, man.
At some point, like I said, this might hurt. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Hold on.